NHL season's fast approaching an end, and the difference between teams who are in the playoff hunt versus ones who are just playing out the rest of their schedule is very, very vast. So let's see where each team sits a couple of weeks before the end of the season. Starting at the bottom, three teams who are punching lotto tickets in the Canucks, Blackhawks, and Maple Leafs. I know the Maple Leafs are technically outside of the lotto range, but they've looked so pathetic over the last few weeks. Wouldn't surprise me if they're somehow able to slip into that bottom five group. Speaking of bottom five, a couple of those teams in the sad tier, including the Calgary Flames, New York Rangers, and Seattle Kraken, to go along with the Florida Panthers. All these teams, just like the lotto ticket teams, playing out the rest of their schedule, waiting to see what next year will hold. Two teams who had irrelevant late season surges in the Blues and the Jets. They played themselves into a semi-playoff hopeful position, but I don't think either of those teams are getting in, but nice to see a little bit of a jump at the end of the season. Then above them, there are five teams who are competitive in the Pacific: the Oilers, Vegas Golden Knights, LA Kings, Anaheim Ducks, and San Jose Sharks. This division is, like Connor McDavid said, an absolute pillow fight. Don't even hang a banner for whoever wins the division next year. Above them, offensively, meh, include teams like the Predators, Caps, Islanders, Devils, who have been surging recently, Flyers, and Columbus Blue Jackets. The Flyers and Blue Jackets, bit of heaters to end the season, but for all of these teams, if they make it into the playoffs, I think they're first round fodder. Detroit Red Wings above them all in the till I collapse tier, because this team has just completely squandered one of the best opportunities of the Yzer era to get into the playoffs. They were at the top of the East at the beginning of January. Now they are in free fall. They're probably going to miss the playoffs. Just an absolute disgraceful performance by Detroit. The Boston Bruins in a better position than Detroit, but their analytics are so bad I have to call them fake. They're fugazis. Above them, three teams who are in the playoffs, and I think are going to have maybe a bit of a scrappy chance, but I don't think either of these teams make it in the conference finals: the Mammoth, the Penguins, and the Dallas Stars. Then we have five teams who are contenders: the Sabres, Senators, Wild, and Lightning. They're all very good teams, and they could make a deep playoff run, but they're not wagons like the Avalanche and the Carolina Hurricanes are.